If you're dreaming of taking your freelance business full-time, whether you're someone who's just starting out or you're trying to manage a career transition, you kind of hate your job right now, and you want to just do what you love full-time, working with clients on your own terms, this is how long it actually takes before you should take your freelance gig full-time. And the truth is, of course, it's different for everyone, but I'm going to share my exact timeline of what is realistic so you know what to expect. And here's a few things to note. There are a few factors that affects this timeline, and I'm going to show you how to speed it up. First of all, the three biggest factors that decides how long it should take is, number one is your starting point. So if you already have a highly demanded skill like graphic design, copywriting, video editing, web development, things like that, then you can actually land clients pretty fast. But if you're brand new, you'd need more time to learn the skills, take some online courses. It is essential that you build the skills using knowledge from experts, because this also kills imposter syndrome. And then you build a portfolio to actually give proof. And then you reach out to people and you do some projects for them, be it free or for a small amount of fees, just to get them as your testimonials, because that's what bigger clients need to see when they trust you with their work. Okay, so as an example, my first actual freelance gig was pretty random. I charged $400 for a flyer design. I was renting a new apartment, and that was during uni, and the real estate agent asked me what I did. I said, I'm a designer, I'm still studying design in university. And he said, oh, why don't you try design my flyers? Let me know how much it costs and I'll pay you. And I was like, okay. So I charged him $400. He was like, that's a bargain. Literally the agency that we were paying was charging so much more. And that's when I knew this was feasible. Number two is your financial situation. So to take something full time, either you leave your job and you fully focus on building your freelance career, or you kind of stay in something part-time and you do it on the side. And I would suggest, if you can, do it on the side, because what it actually does is it gives you more of a fire to hurry up and get stuff done. I know it feels tempting to say that, oh, I'm so busy with my full-time job or my part-time job, it's taking up so much of my energy, I can't focus, but it gives you so much reassurance. Because when I started, I was doing my degree, I had a part-time design job with a studio, and then I had clients on the side. So I didn't feel pressured of I have to, make a lot of money from this. That way I was able to hone in on my expertise, take more courses, focus in on positioning myself, building my website as if it was an agency, making it ultra professional. Because if you set everything up, the groundwork done right, it's a lot easier for you to attract better quality clients. Whereas if you're stressed financially, you might be tempted to just take on anything that people throw at you. And if you have a runway, that also helps. If you have 6 months of living expenses saved up, I'd say just mentally, psychologically, it is a lot better. And then you transition when you have a lot of clients, or not a lot of clients, but stable clients and consistent revenue. Okay, number three, the third thing that's going to impact your timeline is your systems and your strategy. A lot of us, when we get started, we wing it and we get stuck. But if we treat it like a real business, if we understand what an offer is, what a client funnel is, what a pricing strategy is, don't worry, I'm going to dive into all of that. You'll get there a lot faster. And that's why some freelancers struggle for years, while other people can take it full time within 6 or 12 months. And what slows us down is honestly charging too little. If we charge projects for $200, $500, then how many clients would it take to replace a $60K salary? It's going to require a lot. And of course, we don't have that much lead flow of people who know who we are. So it's not a sustainable way. It's not a growth plan. And the second mistake is not specializing. If you say I'll do anything for anyone, that just keeps you competing on price. And then number three is having no sales process. Freelancing, a large part of it, of course, is delivering quality work. But the other part is winning the work. And without being able to convince the client that you can give them real value, then they won't be trusting you with their money. And what I have gone ahead and done is started specializing and positioning myself as a brand and website designer. So if you come to me for just a business card, I'd say anyone can design a business card, but what I do is I go ahead and actually brand your whole business identity. And I tell them this, it's not that hard to look like Apple, as sexy, as professional, as sleek as Apple. Any good designer, they can kind of diagnose and analyze what's the fonts Apple uses, the color palette, and design your website that looks just as good, if not even better. Of course, R&D and actually creating the products, that's the hard part, and that's kind of the client's role who's running the business. But if you're able to have a very compelling reason of why they should be able to trust you, then like if they say, oh, it only cost me $6,000 for me to look just as professional as Apple, like that seems like a very reasonable offer and something that most business owners are quite tempted by. So know what is that transformation and know what the value is you can bring. So here is a realistic roadmap, and I'm going to use my exact situation as an example. 2019, I registered my business name, but I haven't gotten a single client. I just knew that this might be something I wanted to pursue. And then 2020, I had that first client who paid me $400. And in that year, I picked up a lot of odd jobs, but it was not strategic. I was still working, I was still doing uni, but I invested in a lot of online courses. I watched a lot of YouTube videos from people like Christo from the future, learning the business of design and creativity and how to monetize it. And then 2021, I got a few bigger projects, but then 2022 was when my biggest client came knocking on the door, and it was not them knocking, it was kind of by connection. So my ex-director, so I left that part-time agency role. My ex-director knew I loved branding and website, but they didn't have as much opportunities on those in their agency, which is a reason that I left. So I knew what my specialty, I wanted it to be, what I wanted my specialty to be. And then so he said, my friend from uni is looking for a designer to help them do a rebrand. Can you do it? So that was when I went straight from charging. I think before then, the largest amount I charged is just in the low 1,000 range, and I jumped to 15,000 because I was able to acknowledge like what they needed. They needed a whole brand identity. They needed a ton of marketing material. It was going to take 2 to 3 months, and 15K was a reasonable amount for me to charge and a good deal for them to get everything that they needed all in one package. And so you can see how first year, like I wouldn't even count 2019 because I made $0. And then the next year was very trickling in, but building skills. And then 2022, literally that kickstarted everything. And then what really helped me go full-time was that client. I moved them from a one-off project to a subscription. And that was the next year onwards. I learned more about subscription pricing, retainers, consistency in business. So they paid me thousands of dollars every single month, and that literally replaced my salary. And that was quite long-winded. It took like 3-4 years for me to get there, but I started from nothing, and I wasn't even having like a super set plan on doing this. But if you are adamant and you know the roadmap, it actually won't take that long. It's really just building the skills, and that's when I say I want you to have reassurance on the side to start part-time, and don't be worried about starting part-time, because that eases you and it actually gives you more of a fire to be like, okay, I want to leave this job sometime soon, so I'm going to absorb as much information on the side as possible, and you won't yo-yo back and forth. So I've known people who's quit their full-time job, they're doing this full-time, and when results aren't coming in, they get really anxious, and that's not good. It's not good for building a dream career. You don't want to stress yourself out. So if you're curious how I step by step went from literally charging $400 to having consistent 10K month, I'm going to share with you everything in my 10K month masterclass, where I pull back the curtains. I dive into how to invoice, how to actually conduct a sales call. What is that funnel that I mentioned? How do you bring eyeballs onto your business? How do you get people to trust you as an expert, even if you're starting from scratch? And there's no like lying or fraudery. It's really understanding your craft, your expertise, position yourself, branding. And I even have a really, really, really high converting portfolio website as a template waiting for you, and I'm going to dive into all of it. So scan the QR code on the left if you want to join us live. And at the end of the day, the timeline, it can be as slow as fast as you need it to be. And what I want to say is, if you have the right roadmap, it is going to be sooner than you realize. Just enjoy the process and enjoy learning everything you need, and you'll be surprised how fast. I had a coaching client who I worked with her for only 2 or 3 months, and she went from only charging $100 projects here and there for copywriting to reshaping her strategy, her offer, to going email marketing, and then offering email marketing. And within 3 months, she booked a $6,000 email marketing project. And it is insane how easy and efficient this process is. You just need everything lined up in place, and you don't know what you don't know. So join us in the masterclass, and I'm going to share with you everything. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to also like this one on the left. If you like listening on the go, we also have a podcast called the Brand Creator Podcast. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.